Polite Enquiries, day 2 from the rainiest city in the world with the bluest skies. Shubham Goal asks, are we back to silver ball, Bish?
Ooh, silver ball.
What is silver ball?
There were good times in silver ball. They won in South Africa in 2020, and that was a good win, albeit against the South Africa side that aren't going to be as good as the South Africa side that are coming this summer. There was a win in Sri Lanka at the start of 2021, where followed by that one win in India, where they were like, what happens if they don't lose again? And then they lost all the remaining games.
Silver ball is the way forward.
Yeah.
Silver ball is just the introduction to baseball because you get England with their backs against the wall, and that's when baseball truly begins. So they're 84 for 5 now. Tomorrow they may be 578 for 5.
They might be, yeah.
Vineet Jacob asks, setting world records with the bat and then picking up 3 quick wickets in the opening spell. Test captaincy is an easy job, isn't it?
Oh, Test captaincy now is a bowler's job, isn't it? Pat Cummins, Jasprit Bumrah. Let's throw in Stokes there for my
all-rounder.
Yeah, but he does a bit of the bowling when he wants to. I thought he was brilliant. I mean, he's an outstanding individual anyway. You only need to look at his backstory, the way he carries himself, and most importantly of all, he looks damn good in the blazer.
He did look smart in a blazer. He's really smart enough, actually. He's got nicer hair now, and he's got kind of a bit of a build, and he walks around.
It's that IPL money, it fixes you. The good thing about Bumrah as captain is you look around and there are 3 other captains there, not least someone like Kohli, who is always going to give you that energy, and Pujara, who's almost, the quiet man in there. I think I'm not saying get rid of Rohit, obviously, but I feel like
he is saying get rid of Rohit.
I'm definitely
That's what
not
he's
saying
really
get
saying.
rid of Rohit. Yeah, but I feel like if you give it to Bumrah, then it's I think it's still early on, but I think in 2 days he's probably shown that it's not the worst idea in the world.
So you are saying get rid of Rohit? Vishal Mishra asks, why not include Broad in the ODI team and let him go for the trifecta of world records of the worst overs ever bowled?
So I maintain that it's one of those things we say about any player, that if you're around the game long enough, you're going to achieve different things, and this is the flip side of that, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking this at some point in defense of Broad. I was thinking, well, yeah, he has been around for that long, and some bad stuff's going to happen, but not many other bowlers in the world have gone for 2 world record bad overs.
I don't know. He's got such character that I think he'll forget about it tomorrow.
Yeah, it was just. I mean,
he can never tweet again because every reply from now on and his Instagram comments will be Indian fans talking about this. They only just got over the 6 sixes.
It took him, what, 15 years?
Yeah.
Best part of 15 years?
So what? So when he's 51, he'll be free of this.
I'm just not sure why they bowled the over the way they did. I'm
not sure why they bowled the morning the way they did.
It's a fair enough point. Ronald D. Sampson, hello again, Ronald D. Sampson. So rain seems to be more consistent than the England openers, yeah? I mean, the rain was pretty consistent today.
It was, yeah.
And it wasn't very big rain either, so it wasn't kind of big scoring rain. It was enough rain to annoy you and just piss you off.
Yeah, I mean, they're not the most reliable openers, and they're playing one of the most relentless attacks, so...
Rain is crap, England openers are... Let's move on. Hitchy, is a night watchman allowed in baseball? If he's Jack Leach, for sure he's allowed.
Yeah.
You've not seen Jack Leach do night watchman stuff before?
But this is the thing, yeah. Everything about baseball so far has been that way, up. And when it comes down, there'll be a correction. And I don't know, I'm not a massive fan of night watchmen. I did, with people up there talking about Stuart Broad coming out and dashing a few, and that would have been pretty funny.
What would have been the point of this?
Well, revenge on Bumrah.
Of course.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity missed. Baseball, what are you guys doing? Oof. Ishan Sinha asks, so, Rory Burns to be back for the South Africa series? Because surely Crawley is going back to his county after yet again failure, but this should be after yet again failing.
No, I don't know that it will mean that. I mean, I'm pretty sure he will be in the South Africa squad. Zach Crawley, that is, not Rory Burns. I think I've used this analogy before, but they basically see him as a bit of a slot machine where, he hasn't been paying out, which means he's going to pay out big soon. The issue with that, and I think the contradiction within that, and that's just my analogy, but the contradiction will be that this England team want to treat the players as people, and you mentioned it before when Crawley took that catch yesterday, people coming around him, making him feel supported. Ben Stokes in his press conference before the match said that he's all about pumping Crawley's tyres up. The problem becomes though when if you keep pumping someone's tyres up, it starts to mean that a little bit less, doesn't it? And it starts to get a bit annoying. And I think that's the thing they've got to work out with Crawley is, separating the professional machine from the person, I suppose.
Osman Samiuddin asks, is Vish
You're Osman Samiuddin.
I am, and I've got my name wrong. Osman Samiuddin. Osman Samiuddin asks, is Vish the most dapper person to have ever worked for Cricinfo? I present to you this, and I'm sure we can whip up a composite of all the nice clothes you've worn. You're making us look bad, man.
I'll take that. I'll be back.
I dressed up smart today just for you. I even put on some shoes. I can't.
Trying to kick again. You're just trying to kick again. Just showing off.
But are you? I think he may be.
I mean, I'll take that, but give it a year and I'll probably be in like Andrew Miller t-shirts, won't I?
We'll wait for that day. Enquiries asks, Baz ball can be countered. Has India put the evidence, or do we wait until the end of this test? If this summer is anything, if you've learned anything from this summer, it is that England will have their backs against the wall in almost every test they play, and it is only then that they will go into Baz ball mode.
Yeah. The whole point of Baz ball is swinging.
Exactly.
And you only really swing when you're in a corner, when you have no other options. And so I suppose it kind of makes tomorrow a bit simpler in their minds. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? Taking away the thinking and more doing. And England have a lot of doing to be done in this test.
Which is what Jimmy Anderson actually came out and said as well.
Yeah.
He came out and said that I think we're just going to play the same move we have been playing for a while. And on that sad note, I think without doing the splits that I had promised some people, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.